Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Control. I said we were going to talk to Dylan some more, but Dylan kind of creeps me out. So here's what I'm thinking instead. We have a couple of things we want to get accomplished. Let's just fast travel around, do some non-mission critical stuff, and then maybe we can come back and talk to Dylan. The thing is, I gotta sleep at night, I don't want to see his dead eyes in my dreams again. So, there's a couple of things that we need to get done, a couple of things that we can do. First of all, there is some stuff down in maintenance that we can fly to, now that we can fly. By the way, I love the fact that we can fly. In particular, there's something at the back of the Blackrock Quarry. Very curious about that, but there's also just some random doors that we couldn't get to before. We also have that door at the bottom of the Synchronicity Lab, which is where I think we're going to go first. No, you know what? Where we should go first? We should go to Containment, because somebody needs to relieve the refrigerator guy, right? Let's do that, because we told him we'd be back. We told him we'd be back soon. Let's go figure that thing out. Seems like I should maybe have somebody come with me, though, because I definitely cannot just sit there and watch the fridge. He needs, he needs a grunt to relieve him. Maybe Arish isn't busy. He could come down here and stare at this refrigerator for a while. Okay, where am I relative to that guy? I guess we could just turn on the quest marker for him, right? Missions... Bridge duty. Oh yeah, there's all this stuff, too. Okay, we'll get to this. Let's focus up here. We're going a place. Apparently... Huh. What was the file that was causing a ping here? I don't even know. Multimedia... Once again, looks like maybe we didn't actually have a new thing. Well, this is something we haven't seen before. It's super weird for it to just be unlocking, like, weird tutorial text at this point in the game when we're, I don't know, probably pretty close to done, right? Like, why did that unlock now? I guess it gives us the idea that the board is the one responsible for the fact that the control points lock down the geometry of the house and prevent it from shifting. So that's new information, but it's not... I don't know. That's weird. I don't remember where Fridge Guy was in relation to that control point. What's it show me on my map? Okay, it just shows me this room. Well, there's not that many windows, right? You know what? Hold on a second. I think I said that this didn't seem like the archetype of the sledgehammer to me, but maybe this isn't a sledgehammer. Maybe this is supposed to be one of those, You ever been to, like, a circus? Where they have that test your strength thing with the big ridiculous mallet and you hit the whatever and it's supposed to hit the bell? Maybe it's supposed to be one of those, because it does look like what I would imagine a cartoon one of those would be drawn like, Alright, I am all up in the wrong area here. Is that open? That is open. Turns out occasionally I can do the job. Oh my god, stop moving, you coward. Alright. Wait for him to pick something up, if I'm remembering this correctly. There we go. It does feel a little bit unsporting for him to still be shooting stuff at me, even while I am actively mind controlling him. Sort of feels like he doesn't understand the rules. I'll be honest with you, this is not the control point that I meant to go to. Isn't there one that's actually like... What are you doing over there? Is this the only one of these in this room? No, it's totally not. That's the one I wanted. That one. Upper Panopticon. There we go. Now I think we're close to him. Yeah. Here we go.
Your eyes open.
Hey, what can I do?
Wait, is he not allowed to blink all this time?
Back. Oh, thank you. If I look away, I don't know what this thing will do. You have to get me out of here. The door can only be opened by the Panopticon supervisor. That's Langston, if he's still around.
Langston. Yeah, I know him. I'll go ask him how to get you out.
Please hurry. My eyes, they can't.
Hey, calm down. Just focus. What's your name?
Focus. Right. My name's Philip, and I think I can hold on for a bit. It's just my eyes. My eyes hurt so much.
Just hang on, Philip.
Honestly, the way his legs are jiggling, I'm wondering if his eyes are his biggest problem. Who knows how long he's been in there, right? Saying if my dude had to use the facilities, nobody could blame him. So we want to go to the Panopticon entrance and back out this way, right? This is part of why it's important for us to get on this now instead of waiting a couple episodes, because I will forget where everything is. Alright, buddy.
Guess life's a breach, huh?
Really?
I'm funny.
I mean, I guess.
There's someone
Technically.
named Philip up in a cell. He's watching a refrigerator and very rapidly losing it.
Philip? Oh shit, I forgot about fridge duty. He's been in there for over a day, I totally forgot.
You forgot about him?
There's a lot going on. The hiss, the Benikoff TV. Considering the number of things I'm juggling, ma'am, I think it's...
Listen, it's fine. We just need to get him out of there. He said you'd be able to open the cell door?
Yeah, I can unlock it on my terminal. There. Done. Door open. But Philip can't just leave. The fridge is behaving erratically. Ocular contact is the only thing that seems to placate it. If we don't have someone in there watching it 24/7, people will die.
I'll figure something out. I'm pretty good with these things.
Being pretty good with altered items isn't standard bureau procedure, ma'am.
He doesn't know us very well.
Okay, well, let me just borrow one of these nerds with the guns. I'll just
see
have
you
one of these
later,
guys watch it
Langston.
for a little while.
I'll be here, like always.
Yeah, I was under no illusion that you were going to get out here and start doing actual work. Don't worry. I will say, Langston is quietly starting to challenge Ati on my NPC power rankings here. Nope, wrong way. Okay, so like,
Jesse?
what is my plan?
I'm back. I'm coming in.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
It's like I could watch this thing for a little while he walks outside, but
Jesse?
then what?
The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
Oh, Jesus. Ah, I can't get out.
Philip?
Find a way to subdue the refrigerator.
If I
Okay,
look away...
just keep an eye on the refrigerator. I didn't even really look away. It was still totally visible. I guess Jesse's eye line is pretty different from our eye line, right? Are those claw
I can't
marks?
get out, and I can't look away.
Okay, well, let's just touch it. We'll just touch it with our psychic powers. Huh.
This sounds like the board, but I can't understand it. The fuck?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's something. Holy shit. Okay, I can destroy those. Reload. Come on. What if we throw something at it? That works a little. I mean, like, I'm totally gonna get there, but we're doing so little damage that it feels like this can't be the intended solution, right? Maybe we... That is really creepy. Okay, phase change. Yeah, something about this is like... Not that I've never seen an eldritch horror in a video game before, because I certainly have, but something about this is working in a way that those don't always. Like, yeah, look at it. Okay, shield. Nope. Maybe I have to shoot it when it's doing the, when it's raising its thing. So I don't want to run out of ammo. Nope, that doesn't work either. So I can't fly away from the ground. I can't dash away. I can't shield through it. And I don't... Maybe we could interrupt it by using launch when it's raising the arm instead of by shooting. I mean, we could try flying up again. I didn't really get a clean liftoff. We should definitely check out that room a little bit more. I was trying to get through the room really quickly to see if I could prevent the thing that I figured was going to happen to Philip. Yep, wrong way again.
Hello? Jesse?
Okay, the door's already open. We don't have to...
Jesse? The fridge is...
Tell me something about this. Okay, incident in question occurred on some day and was brought to HR department's attention by the internal security personnel who intervened. According to reports supported by security camera footage, Agent Filson entered the staff kitchen with the intention of consuming his private meal, a homemade sandwich cut diagonally and packed in a plastic container. See, Agent Filson knows what's up. We discovered the refrigerator had, oh dear, his meal. Let's not speculate. Agent Filson began to kick the Bureau-owned appliance as he expressed his frustration in a loud and profane manner. And you can hear the disdain dripping from this sentence. The person who wrote this report had an opinion about Philip Filson. This behavior caused multiple staff members present to become alarmed. Security was alerted soon after. Filson complied with security's commands to desist. Filson was reprimanded and suspended for the remainder of the ongoing work week. Review committee recommends one non-mandatory counseling session. So nothing. So no punishment. Okay, fair enough.
Philip?
I am looking at the fridge. I am looking at the fridge. Ooh. Top level health boost. So let's see. This is 24. Oh no, it's not top level. It's only 4. Still better. It is kind of a bummer how the small degree to which these things are, like... I wish there was more of a difference between the different tiers, is where I'm trying to get to with that. What is drawn on this thing?
I can't get out, and I can't look away.
Okay, let's try that again.
I can cleanse it.
So yeah, I'll try to take off faster. If we're off the ground so we don't get hit by the thud, and we also dash, maybe we can avoid it? Because the shield did not work.
Like the board, but
not that I was expecting it to.
The fuck?
It's a pretty appropriate reaction, it feels like. Trying to always have ammo in the gun. Alright. That phase is pretty straightforward. He did drop a bunch of health. That did not work. So blowing up the, alright. Okay, you can outdash it. It might be possible to outdash it on the ground. It might be I just didn't time it well last time. The dash does have like a little bit of wind up on it. Oop, dash the wrong way. Okay, still worked. But yeah, dash away from the arm, not toward it probably. I probably don't have to fly. I just feel better when I'm flying. Oh, face change. He did drop a bunch more health, too. Ooh. Almost didn't get that one in time. Okay, I mean, we're doing it. Former is a creepy name for this thing. Okay. The dodge worked despite... There's maybe more iframes in the dodge than I've been thinking. Because I definitely was stuck in place there on that pillar, and it still got me out. Oh! He made a hole in the platform, and I did not notice that he was making holes in the platform. Well, that sucks. What a shitty way to die. Yeah, if you're aiming down the sights, it's real hard to see your feet. I guess we could fly around a little bit more during that last phase. That's a super crappy, all of a sudden way to die there. Nope. I don't know why. I keep thinking that the cells are on the inside of the circle rather than the outside of it.
Hello? Jesse? The fridge is doing something!
Philip?
Alright, hopefully this will be the last time.
Philip?
Also, hopefully Philip's still in here somewhere.
If I look
Maybe
away,
we do this quickly and we can save him. I don't know. I mean, the moment we saw Philip sitting in there, I pretty much wrote him off as dead. I probably don't actually need to be holding down right click, like aiming down the thing, because the target's pretty huge. The accuracy problems with this thing are pretty severe when you're not aiming, though. And it's not so bad for hitting the eye, but we were missing the orbs a little bit. Okay. Easy part's over. Interesting. You don't actually have to hit the eye with the launches to do the damage. Because when we just hit him like basically in the top of the head there, it still did the same amount, it looked like. Okay. Alright. Don't fall in the big hole. Ow. Too slow, too slow. We're gonna get him. We got him. We got him. We got him. Just don't get stupid. Didn't leave myself enough psychic power to dodge there. Come on. Now I'm all gun shy about aiming. We started to slip down just a little bit there, and I freaked the hell out. Whoa, whoa, camera. Yo, is this the moment? Is this the moment to be trying to hit me up with missions? Oh, come on. Tell me there's more, tell me. Okay. Ooh. Alright, we're getting it. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Come on, ammo. This is pretty cool, though. Like, I'm focusing really hard on not dying in stupid ways. Yeah, like that. But this is legitimately awesome. It does take forever to kill him, and I'm really... It might be... Ow, really? Okay, that still hit me. What I was about to say there is it might be faster to use launch some, but I'm like actually... Oh my god, frustrating. Yeah, it might be faster to use launch some, but I'm a little afraid of running myself out of psychic juice again and failing a dodge. Maybe I should switch back to the grip. You know, until the spin has its base damage upgrade, maybe the grip is a good idea. We could try the charge. This is probably not a good use case for the charge. I guess let's grip him. That really does suck, though. That's a frustrating way to lose the battle.
Jesse, the fridge is doing something.
Okay, we do have grip equipped. Let me make sure that we are like all damage boost here. Damage after a kill is definitely bad. Ammo cost down while levitating. That is interesting, actually. Ammo cost down per shot. I think I just want to run 2 levels of damage boost. Like, really just do more damage. We got to get out of the fight faster, I think. So, we could also swap our mods up here. There's more energy to play with. And then I know we have some, we have some evade energy cost stuff, but we don't have any evade, like, speed or anything, which is what I would really need. I don't think we have any mods that are related to flight capability. Energy recovery does actually seem pretty good. And then just a bunch of extra health. I'll be honest with you, it's not like the most exciting set of mods. This is pretty vanilla stuff. But it's a weird fight, and a lot of the things we have wouldn't really be helpful.
It hurts me.
Alright, this is the one. We got him. Make sure Jesse's warmed up. You shake the rust off here.
Sounds like the board, but I can't understand it.
And I really hope this turns out to be a little more effective. The big danger here is that it's really easy to go through all the ammo. It does recharge quickly. It's also doing, like, way more damage. We won't be stuck in that last phase for nearly as long this way. Yeah, it's not such a big deal to get stuck on low energy. Or to actually run out of ammo either. Hey, there we go. Somehow I still managed to do it, like, immediately, too. Ah, that's frustrating. It's a little bit of a bummer that they put instant death obstacles on the floor, but then make you have to look up to fight. That does suck a little bit. If only you could just levitate for longer. Unfortunately, you descend whether you want to or not pretty shortly after you go up. I don't know, it's like a couple of seconds maybe. So we can't just levitate the whole time, or I totally would. That would absolutely be my move.
Philip?
I think what this is really driving home, though, is that the grip really is just the best. It's the best of the weapons by a huge margin, and me trying to use the spin is mostly me being contrary. You know, like, the grip's good and everything, but it's boring. It's definitely the most boring version of the psychic magic rock gun. Yeah, boring is relative here in the oldest house. There we go. Throwables do not always want to hit the orbs. Okay. Back away. Do not walk exactly where he plunged his tentacle. God, the damage difference is so huge. Oh, I can actually grab those things if I let them get closer. I wonder if that's only true because of the launch upgrade. Okay, I wonder if you can do that otherwise. Okay, well that's definitely what we should be doing then. Kind of unreliable though, which I guess is also true of the rocket version of the thing. I actually really like the idea of ammo cost down while levitating. That's a cool mod. I'm so close. Please don't die now. I'm trying my best not to dodge back and forth across the same area. Okay.
There's no Black Pyramid here.
Yeah, no, this is from maybe before the Black Pyramid. Also, what the hell was that?
Did fighting that thing off change something?
Was that something that somebody just left in there for too long? You know, some like bad, I don't know, calamari? Do you refrigerate calamari? Maybe, maybe not. Was somebody trying to eat part of Cthulhu? Is that what happened here? I'm a little embarrassed about how many attempts that took. Although the death before this this attempt was very silly. That one shouldn't count against me.
Theaters tonight. Can't believe I'm missing an Alex Casey movie for this.
Yeah, that's the thing about this that is unbelievable.
Where's Philip?
Philip's gone. Something happened before I could get him out.
Poor Philip. He never did like fridge duty. But if you're here, then who's watching the fridge?
The fridge is fine now. I took care of it.
You don't just take care of altered items. What did you do?
I touched it.
You know, I shot it a bunch.
This thing was in there. It was huge, had one big eye. Wasn't friendly.
We've been getting reports from the astronauts lately about something fitting that description. The astral plane is usually connected to our world through objects of power, not altered items.
You know, I was thinking that same thing,
If
actually.
this thing is linking itself to altered items, then it's clearly powerful. This may happen again.
Do you think that thing is what got Philip?
Must have been. The Panopticon is a dangerous place. The agents all know the risks. But, since you're some sort of altered item whisperer, I've got a list of others for you to corral. The Hiss are causing containment breaches left, right, and center. Here, start with these. I'll see if there are any others missing while you're gone. My life just got a whole lot easier.
You're supposed to say that under your breath after I leave. Okay, well, I mean, we're getting stuff for it, at least. So, this is the part of the game where I'm guessing that we have, in fact, gotten access to the entirety of the facility at this point, because this is the part of the game where they're giving us all the checklists. That said, I'm pretty much down with a bunch of checklists here. I'm having a pretty good time. Okay, ability points. Let's spend some. Let's increase our levitation duration, because I love levitation. I said we were going to get this thing, but honestly, maybe I just want to fly more, because flying totally rules. Yeah, let's just get more flying duration. They're all just going to be 10% more, and that's absolutely fine. New constructs? Oh, another upgrade to the grip, in case it needed to be more powerful. You're going to need a lot of remote thoughts. I feel like we had a ton of those at some point. I wonder what I spent them all on. And then we still need to, like, if we could upgrade the spin, we can maybe compare it to the upgraded grip. It might be that the grip doesn't outshine all the other weapons if you get everything uploaded or upgraded all the way, but man, it sure is a pretty good weapon. All right, let's hold on. That's the wrong button. Let's swap to, I'm going to take this off of here. Let's just put on something that, something none of the other weapons will need. And we're going to swap you out for the charge. We are going to try the charge. Accuracy, ammo cost down, which is kind of whatever. Headshot damage. This is a grenade launcher, right? So I can't imagine that headshot damage is really relevant. Why don't we take... Yeah, sure. Oh, Shatter, Spin, and Grip. That's weird. If this is exclusive to Shatter, Spin, and Grip, why isn't it grayed out? Like the things that are just exclusive to the Shatter are. Huh. Yeah, sure. Consecutive kills boost. Why not? And on this, I think we're going to swap in the energy regen on headshots, because I really like that. Okay, that was our first untapped potential, apparently. Also, I've forgotten what our missions are. Well, it definitely feels like we could just abandon this one. Hold on, let's go into the board countermeasures area. We will abandon this thing. Uncommon materials, not really that exciting anymore. Man, none of these other missions are either, though. Spin some dudes in the executive sector. Man. Yeah, these little missions, just not very good rewards. Those timed opportunity things are a little bit better, though. We should, I guess, before I go leaving, we should have a look at the mission he just gave us. Also, we pulled a hotline. Yeah, I was noticing that. Okay, they are officially disavowing. Yeah, when we touched the fridge and it popped us into the astral plane, I figured that they had just misidentified the fridge, that they did not realize that it was actually an object of power. But apparently something a little bit deeper is going on. I sure hope we don't have to fight that thing every time we... Maybe there'll be different fights. Yeah, I hear the health plan's pretty competitive. You know, in most games, if my employer said something like that to me, I'd have a bad reaction to the obvious threat. Here, I feel like the board might just actually be trying to explain the situation to me. Like, listen, if you don't do this the way we want you to do it, probably everybody's gonna die, and that includes you. Okay, so... Japanese paper lantern, a traffic light, a hand chair, and the moving letters. That's very interesting. We're gonna do this thing next, though. I'm very curious about Dr. Underhill. So, research, what is closest? Okay, the Ritual Division control point should be pretty good for this. Oh, that's right, the Synchronicity department door was right in there. Alright, we are going to shoot something with our charge as soon as we are given the opportunity. Hopefully it doesn't actually have to charge up too much. Like, the amount you have to charge the Pierce before you can fire it is prohibitive to actual use. Hoping that it's not quite that bad. I mean, I guess we can test here where it's relatively quiet. Okay, interesting. Oh, jeez. It does not like to be held for too long. But yeah, that'll totally work. And I'm very excited to go back through some of the old areas with the ability to fly. I bet we're going to discover all kinds of cool stuff.
Why'd they keep an altered item here?
Uh-oh. Okay, I saw a bunch of things right next to each other, and I was like, duplicates everywhere. Okay. Self-reflection. Find a way into the containment cell. We'll work this all out. What are we looking at here? Okay, security camera looking at a mirror. I guess, you know, to be expected, given the name of the thing we're doing down here. Okay, I have to press a button to get out of that. Security camera looking at a different mirror, or looking at the same mirror from a different angle. You know, I kind of assumed that the camera we were seeing in the mirror was the camera we're seeing through, but probably, given the angle, this is two different cameras looking at the same mirror and seeing each other in the reflection. Please be something about this mirror, because I'd really love to know what's going on here. Alright, this proposal is to finally determine the precise nature of the reflected space within the altered item. Is it transplanar, psychologically generated, or rooted within our own dimension? How does the altered item know the space in its vicinity well enough to reflect it? And why does it reflect some materials but not others? Is the space a parallel reality? If so, then we need to consider that while we possess this physical end of the mirror, someone else owns the other. What purposes might they use it for? Can they walk through into our own world? What are their motives? Lastly, to what purpose does the altered item produce the reflections of individuals that enter it? Can these reflected entities leave the altered item? As with all altered items, we need to attempt to distinguish if this behavior is going to kill us all. For real, that's important to figure out. Honestly, this one's gonna bother me, because I've always kind of had a thing about mirrors. Just vaguely unsettle me.
Debrief for Mirror Excursion 7C. Subject is Agent Hardy. Hardy spent approximately 3 hours in the mirror. It's the longest time on record. Can you describe your experience inside, Agent Hardy?
Oh, wow.
Agent Hardy is physically healthy. All tests have come back clean. Yet the speech issue has persisted for hours. Calm down, Agent. It could be psychosomatic, but the fact
How
that
can
this
you
only
tell if he's
occurred
not
after
calm?
returning from the mirror makes a paranatural explanation more likely. I recommend a battery of tests and a Class Orange quarantine.
I almost want to stop recording now and go and reverse that bit of speech. Maybe it is something that we ought to know before continuing forward here. Huh. Wait. We have not been here before, right? Why is that open? That's maybe the weirdest thing we've seen in the entire time we've been in here. Okay, AI-60, the mirror, does not reflect its surroundings with perfect accuracy. The environment seen in its glass contains slight distinctions. It is unknown why the mirror does this, so if there is any connection to Slylock Fox, then it's something we can't perceive. The popular theory is that the mirror has a goal in mind, that it reflects the world it wishes were real, subtly replacing our reality with its own. Oh, well, it's in good company here on Earth, then. While certainly far-fetched, the theory is worth noting here as a warning not to underestimate the mirror. The specially designed BlackRock panels have been installed to prevent access from our side or the mirrors. For added security, a particular arrangement of the panels is required to open the door. Okay, am I going to find a hint about what that arrangement is anywhere in here, or am I just going to have to do a little guess and check? I mean, I'm not opposed, I'm just saying... Yeah, it looks like we're maybe going to have to do a little guess and check. Okay, hold on, let's start by following the chords. Can we glean any information? No. No, it sure doesn't look like it, huh? Okay, well maybe once we start opening them, it'll become obvious. Yeah, nothing on any of these boards is helpful. I thought maybe we could read something in the wiped out textures. Alright, let's just start playing with it then. Attention. If you can read this, you are inside the mirror. I know, it sounds crazy to be like, oh, I have a thing about mirrors. But, like, I've always worried a little bit. Here's some real honesty, some shit I've never told anybody. You can be one of the hundreds of people to learn it here live. I've always been worried that if I watch my reflection for too long, it's gonna do something I'm not doing. Which is crazy. But, you know, we all have those irrational fears of our own reflection, right? Right? This is a one-sided conversation. I'm gonna pretend that you in there are saying, oh yeah, definitely, I do that too. Also, I have a real deep and primal fear of looking in a mirror and seeing something behind me that I did not know was behind me. And is there anything in here to indicate what the arrangement of the panels should be. It is interesting to note that on the floor, half of the area has, like, half of the lines on the floor are red tape and half of them are, like, black and white tape. But it's consistent across all of the lines. It doesn't mark a set of windows that have particular states. It doesn't look like we can see anything above either. I mean, I'm sure that there is something in here that is telling me what I need to know. Just have another quick look around the room. I don't know, maybe they would just leave you to guess and check it. It's not that many combinations. Maybe in the process of guess and checking we will learn something. Ooh, what about under the floor here? It doesn't really look like... No, the piping doesn't, like, connect under the windows or anything. Alright, well. I'll say this. It's not that many combinations in, like, the sense that if you look at all of the numbers, this is one of the smaller ones. It is too many for me to just brute force it on YouTube. It's not going to be fun to watch. So what? Like, reflected states. Do we want symmetry? Even if we do want symmetry, there's quite a number of potential setups that do maintain some kind of symmetry. Yeah, I really am just flailing at this. Maybe I'll stop recording and knock this out.
Shutters do.
Is she going to give me a hint because she can tell that I'm floundering? Okay, those all say danger moving machinery. So what the shutters do is they prevent you from seeing the mirror, they prevent the mirror from seeing you. How is that useful for solving the puzzle? Like, what does that mean for me? I really wish that the 6 buttons were, like, on a console down here, so I didn't have to keep running around to play with them. Alright, let me think. They let us see... Oh! Right, duh. The mirror. We should look at the position of the shutters in the mirror.
There's a mirror in there.
So it looks like... It's actually kind of hard to tell. We can see the grading in the close... So this is the red line, the red taped side of the hallway. Close panel open, other one's closed. And over here, close to closed, far one open. That is how the mirror wishes the hallway appeared. So we're... Okay, this is far open. And then on the other side of the hall, close open, and I think the other two were closed, maybe?
What a weird way to lock something up.
Wait. Oh. Okay, just the far one was closed. Okay, good enough. It worries me a little bit that I don't appear in the mirror. Does that mean that the mirror wishes I was not here? Yeah, I feel it. I feel my body. I don't have the adrenaline yet, but my body's getting ready. The adrenaline is on standby. Okay. Hey, I wonder if there's a version of... Like, if this is going to be the same room, and if we can listen to that...
Wait, that didn't sound right. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, is that recording over here? And the stuff that was backwards before will be forwards?
What? I can't understand you. You need to listen. I saw something in there. There is something inside. You need to lock down the mirror.
Of course there is.
Why are you talking like that? What's wrong with you? All of you? There's something in that fucking mirror.
Does he speak again? I can't remember. No, okay. I'm be unhappy about this. But I mean, presumably, Dr. Underhill is in here somewhere, right? Because she just disappeared from our world. I don't remember the contents of these rooms well enough to remember exactly what they all looked like. There's the ocean view room. Here's the scary one. I definitely... Something's in here. It's making noise. Okay. Everything's fine.
See that? Someone's in there.
Oh, yeah. Looks like a Final Fantasy character. Alright, Mr. Leonhardt, just stay calm. We will get you out. Nope, don't like it. Don't like it. Yeah, and that person is certainly gone. What does it mean if we see a reflective surface inside the mirror world? Oh man, that reminds me. One of the things that's supposed to be super cool about this game with the ray tracing and stuff, if you have the really cool graphics card, is all of the reflection stuff. Like the reflective surfaces are way more realistically reflective. I wonder if they do anything really interesting with that in this section, that you just have to have one of those super powerful cards to get to see. Okay, this is a little bit different on this side than it was on the other side. No longer that comforting broken NES pink. Hey there. Okay, so you appear to be a lady. Sorry about earlier. Yep. That right there, that's exactly the thing. That's exactly the thing I'm afraid of.
That's not good.
After I do this, I'm gonna go brush my teeth, and because I need to, and I am not going to be able to look at the window, at the mirror at all. Just keep my eyes closed while I'm in there. Okay, so what now? We still can't leave the ritual division. Maybe... Okay, yeah, this room is now a thing. So we're just gonna have to look at you in all of the glass. Yeah, Shadow Jesse's a real creep. Okay, not great. Not super great. Take that. Look upon my works, ye mighty, and despair. Okay. I was trying to catch that. Yeah, of course. Of course, this is the time when I show up equipped with a grenade launcher. Hold on, let's swap it up. I wonder if she actually is using the weapons that I have equipped, because that's the spin there. She probably just has access to all of the forms of the service weapon. Okay, I hit her a little bit. I'm taking damage a lot faster than she is. Am I supposed to be trying to kill my mirror self? Is that actually a smart way to handle this? Also, where am I going to get health? The hell did she go? Ah. Okay, managed to narrowly not blow myself up there. This is working. I think at least partially because she's shooting herself a little bit with the explosives. Right, reload. Ah! Yeah, that strategy was probably not going to hold forever. Well, the good news is I bet we don't have to do as much running on this one as we did on the other fight. The bad news is everything else about what's going on. She doesn't really seem to take very much damage. And the fact that the grip is super powerful doesn't matter. Oh, man. Maybe I have to do even more running. I feel like they could be better about the respawning you. If they're going to throw difficult fights at you, it feels a little bit silly to just make you run a bunch in between them. Wait. This is not even where I want to go. So there are some explosives and stuff in the room. Maybe we could pick up some more volatile things and hurl them at her? Maybe that'll help? I mean, I was hitting her with... Don't care for it. I was hitting her with launched objects. It was doing some damage, but, like, really not that much. Okay, do I have to... Nope, never mind. I was gonna say, do I have to set her off somehow? But no, she's ready to do this immediately. Okay, and this isn't one of those video game mirror fights where I'm only in danger if I'm fighting back. She is in full-on murder mode, regardless of what I'm doing. Oh, interesting. Ripping the, I keep trying to grab her rockets out of the air. It's not easy. The timing's pretty tight on it. I keep just getting other objects. Okay. Yeah, well now... Oh, well now is still shooting rockets at me, actually. Damn it.
Nothing but a pale imitation.
You know you're losing the fight, right, Jesse? I got launched. Yeah, grabbing the rockets out of the air is not a real solution. Like, the time when we got hit right before the end there, I grabbed one, and by the time I had picked it up, she had already sent another one off, because you have to wait for them to get so close to you before you can grab them. So... maybe using the shield more? Maybe I just, like, rush her with my shield up and let her detonate herself? It doesn't feel like a real plan. It's possible that if we went in there without the charge equipped, she wouldn't have it. Although, hey, she has the spin, even though I don't have that equipped, so probably not. If she was exclusively using the charge, we can at least make ourselves pretty much safe. But since she has access to multiple weapon forms... yeah, I'm not really sure what to do here. I'm not sure what the best way to win this fight is. Got it? But yeah, see, same thing there. By the time I was able to grab it, she had another one in the air already. I don't like her, like, arms at her side run. It's actually easier to grab them once they go past me, it seems like. Ow, really? Man? Okay, so it seemed like the first one died pretty early into the health bar. I'm assuming that when that happens, we'll get the opportunity to grab some health. Like, we gotta be close. Damn it. When she causes an explosion directly in my face, it does make it tricky for me to see what is happening. It's not even, the damage isn't even really that bad. It's just that it's tough to see. And then I'm relying on the auto aim of the launch, and apparently it's not getting the job done. Alright, let's look at our mods. Let's have a look here. Let's see if there's anything we could do. So we have a great big health boost on, energy and energy recovery speed. We could trade out the plus energy one for something. But like what? We could go for shield strength and try to like just use the shield a lot more. I should probably be using the shield more. But maybe we don't even want extra shield strength, like even in that case. Also, I'm going to swap back to just double damage mods here. Alright, there's definitely something to be said for using the spin over the grip because I'm missing my shots a lot, and the spin gives you a little bit more forgiveness on that, but the proper solution to that is not use the spin, it's stop missing, you big idiot. Let's try using the charge a little bit more. I mean, I really love the damage output on the spin, or on the grip. I'm gonna do that. I should probably swap one of my damage boosts over onto it, right? Yeah, this is kind of a tedious process a little bit here. I can't just grab stuff directly from the other weapon. Because this won't require me to make actual contact. I just have to get kind of close. And given how fast she is and how dodgy my aim can be, that seems like maybe the way to go. Right, use the considerable iframes on the dash. You gotta remember how good that is. Pretty completely blind firing there. Where is she? I think she's right below us. Or she's right there. That's also possible. Yeah, see, right there, like that. There's so much smoke in my face that I can't tell what's going on. Alright, let's... Where is she? Okay, she really likes that corner. Kind of want to... Maybe I should rebind the dash. Part of the problem I'm having here is definitely that it is not natural for me to hit the dash all the way over on control. But hey, maybe that should have been assigned to me, how important it's supposed to be. They put it on the key on the keyboard that has the same name as the game. Okay, dash way more often. We'll try this like 1 or 2 more times. And then maybe I will try it a bunch off camera and try to get better at it. And just not actually win it until I'm recording. I do think that I like the charge for this. But I also think I need to, after firing, I need to be ready to do a launch. Or maybe even just throw up the shield right away. But see, like the run back like this, it doesn't actually add any challenge or anything, it just makes it take a while. This could go away. This could be better. Okay. Dash. Yeah, look at that. The amount of invincibility you get from it is really generous. Well, how was that supposed to hit her? Alright, let me get some energy here, and we're going to try a little bit more direct fire. Listen for the sound of the rockets and be ready to dash. She's not actually a very good shot with the spin, it seems like. Dash. could not dash. Did not have the, and that time I dashed too early because the projectile on this thing can be a little slow. Okay, I like this thing where she stays all the way on that side of the room. It gives me plenty of time to juke the projectiles. Ooh, we are experiencing some terrain deformation, though, in a way that's not great for me. Not great for my terrible strategy here. Dash. Ooh, the camera doesn't always like the dashing. Did she fling the table up off the ground to disable my projectile? Because that's incredibly cool. This game is so cool.
Nothing but a pale imitation.
Okay, pale imitation. Tell me you dropped health. Oh, she did. She did.
Another one?
Okay, so this one's launchier. And she has shield. Okay, they don't drop a ton of health. Where is she? Ah! Okay, I very nearly shot myself there. That was a bad shot. She is catching my grenades. So it's going to be like several Jessies, I'm guessing, from the amount of health that it took to banish the first one. Probably 4 Jessies, each of them using sort of different loadouts of powers. I actually tried to dodge there, and my finger missed the key. Shield. Bad time to stop shielding. Ah. I saw it coming and just hesitated. That fight is tough. It is also extremely cool to be like flying around the room and hurling stuff at each other, and I'm a little worried that fights after this point may not live up to the standard this is setting. We're gonna go one more time, and then we're gonna have to call it for today. This is super cool, though. It is a lot of like rubble flying and colored lighting and stuff. I hope it's not. I hope it's not crushing too much on the recording. I might have to turn my bitrate up for this game. I did notice some not great, especially in like the very dark areas, some not great in the recordings. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have a pretty good graphics card, but aside from that, this is a pretty old machine, and I'm not sure. Recording this game might just be a challenge. It might just be a thing that I'm not gonna be good at, technically speaking, in addition to all the other stuff. Ah! Ow. Okay, she can just fire a second one if I dodge the first one, that's true. Jesus! Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Ooh. Okay, I may have winged myself a little bit there. Where is she? I'm not letting myself get the throwables into a throwable position. It's impacting my success rate here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you start to get older, you get a little bit slower. Your like doing efficiency caps out somewhere around the age of 26, something like that, and I'm let's say artfully, diplomatically here, past 26. So I want to use launches to get her to unshield. Man, I got back to full health and then lost a ton of it very quickly. This actually might not be the optimal weapon for this. I'm gonna swap... That's not the button I meant. Don't you throw stuff at me. That's my thing. I thought I swapped. There we go. Because it seems like when I disable her shield, there's a moment of hesitation on her part, and I'm having a hard time taking advantage of it with the charge. Oh, Jesus Christ. That exact moment, huh? That had to be when she shot me with the grenade launcher? I pressed every single button I have except for the one that makes you dash. Yeah, I might rebind evade, because control is not easy for me to hit quickly. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But like I said, that's going to have to be the last one for right now. We are, unfortunately, out of time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I am having a great time with this. I hope that you are having a similar time, maybe even up to 10% better. Come back next time, tomorrow, when we are totally going to put her down. And we'll see you then.